we're gonna interview you. Okay, so
Okay.
this is for your YouTube channel. So say something about Bitcoin or say something about. Look at Charlie.
What's up guys, welcome to another video. This is Charlie Lin. The new year is just around the corner, so when you're watching this video, I wish you a very happy new year for the 2024. I wish you a healthy, happy, rich, and lucky new year in 2024. Okay, so today's video is not going to be about any crypto miners, about any cryptocurrencies. Today's video is going to be a very special edition to remember the last Christmas, a journey that I enjoyed 1 year ago. This video is really important, although it's been delayed for even a little over 1 year, but I really cannot skip doing these videos because this video is for a very special person, actually a very special client. It's also very important for myself and for this YouTube channel maybe. Okay, when I said this video has been delayed for 1 year, it sounds really bad, right? But if you try to look at the same thing from a different perspective, it also means that I have remembered this trip for 1 year, because it's really the case. It was just like 3 days, 4 days in America with that client, but it was memorable. It was unforgettable. Okay, the reason why this video was created was also because the client wanted to help me. He wanted to help me create it like adventure or discovery video for my YouTube channel. This amazing journey happened in Utah in America. It was in a place called Provo, very close to the Salt Lake City, if you know about Utah at all. So I'm gonna tell you how I got to know this client and what happened to enable my trip to Utah to visit this client. My relationship with this client went all the way back to January in 2022 when I only just started doing my YouTube channel for the crypto mining content. And this client, his name is short for JC, so I would call him JC. JC found my YouTube channel and he found about the coin miners. He bought just 1 or 2 coin miners from me. Well, on a side note, coin miner is not as good as antminers or even world's miners if you want to ask me. And for the following 2 months, he ordered some more coin miners from me. Still not a lot, but in March, he had an order direct with Bitmain for over 50 L7 miners. The market price was almost like $20,000. We were talking about a huge amount of money of goods, and he needed help to ship these L7 miners from Hong Kong to America. So he needed someone and he thought of me. It was unbelievable because we needed to deliver everything from Hong Kong to America just within a couple of days. If you remember, Shenzhen was under lockdown. Pretty much many places in China was under lockdown back then. But Hong Kong was still active, so I was still working during the lockdown. So I managed to deliver the goods, everything to Utah before the beginning of April. So the mission was accomplished. I delivered a miracle. Later, every time I had some good deals for the L7s, I give him a text message. I say, JC, here's a good price for the L7s, just for your information. And little by little, he started to buy some L7's miners from me. Even when I arrived in the United States for the first time ever in my life in November, he bought even some more L7 miners from me. So when I was having the trip in Houston in November, I was meeting a good client named Robbie in Houston in Texas. Robbie was a nice guy. He took me to great foods places and he also showed me how to use guns for the first time ever in my life. And then I started to talk to Robbie. I said, hey, my next stop is going to be in North Carolina. After North Carolina, I may want to visit a client in Utah. This client has been really good to me. So Robbie started to tell me, hey, Charlie, I think you should go to meet this guy. He said, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So I made my mind to do that, to book the ticket after North Carolina. I even booked the ticket wrong for the wrong date, so I had to pay more to correct the ticket. But later it turned out it was all worth it. The journey was unbelievably amazing. So right now, I'm just going to tell you about the journey. What the journey is about the earth and about the sky. On the surface of the earth, we discovered a few places, including the BYU, I believe it was like Brigham University, locally in Provo in Utah. It was an amazing university. It had no walls. I was surprised because in China, most places had walls, and especially the campuses of the universities. Because the Christmas was coming really soon, so he brought me to see this show called Christmas Around the World in BYU with his family. So it was a really warm moment. It's passed for 1 year. I still could remember every moment of this just a short 3 or 4 days in Utah. And after the experience in BYU, JC brought me to the local Y mountain. You know, just a mountain look like the letter Y, together with his nephew and his very, very good friend. His friend was also an interesting person. I believe he was like a Filipino or like coming from Hawaii. We did a lot of hiking in the mountains. It was the first time ever I went to a snow-capped mountain ever in my life.
Charlie, is this your first time walking in snow? Right there?
Actually,
Yeah?
yeah.
First
It
time?
sounds excited.
Yeah.
Excited, but it can also be sad.
It was unforgettable. On the surface of the earth, it's not just about the places, it's also about some of the amazing food that I tried there. So we tried some Mexican food with his business partner, the guy that did crypto mining with him. And then later we had some Indian food in the evening with his wife. And we talked a lot about everything because JC explored many places ever in his life. He went to pretty much all the places in the world. It was just absolutely amazing foods and amazing meeting. And another food that we had together was the American food. I believe we went to the Denny's just right before the Y mountain hiking. Okay, so after talking about the earth, we explored the sky. It turned out my client JC, he had a pilot school. So if you want to learn flying in Utah, you can go to my client. And actually, even if you need help with hosting, minor hosting, you can also check out with my client JC. My client JC is a pilot and he has a coach named Tyler. Amazing, cool dude, handsome guy. And it was my client JC who did most of the flying. They gave me this experience called 0G experience. I never had the 0G experience ever in my life in the sky. When we were flying in the sky of Utah, we explored the amazing views of the local lakes and local mountains capped with snow. Okay, so pretty much this is about today's video to mark this unforgettable and amazing journey that I made for the last Christmas. I hope this video can serve as a special edition video to wish every one of you, including my client JC, when you're watching this video, I wish every one of you a really happy new year 2024, lucky, healthy, and rich new year.
Okay, take them off for a minute, Charlie. Okay, now we're going to interview you, okay? So this is for your YouTube channel. So say something about Bitcoin or say something about, you know, your trip here in Utah.
So the Bitcoin journey and the mining journey is also like climbing mountains. It's stretchy sometimes. Sometimes you feel suffocated. You feel like, oh, you cannot, climb more. But gradually the overall direction is always up and up. It's gonna be bumpy sometimes. Yeah. So let's just get it all together. Fight on. Yeah, we'll get it through all together, right? Yeah. Just enjoy the journey, enjoy it all. It's all about, that's the fun part. The journey itself is the best.
Photo
Right?
bomb!
Alright. This is Cromwell. This is Jack. Jared. All right. Thank you so much, Charlie, for coming to Utah. Okay.
Thank you so much for
Hopefully we
showing
gave you
everything.
a good time. Showed you so many beautiful things here, and really appreciate it.
It's my honor.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.